Hello, and happy Thursday. It's Jody. So I'm going. I decided that I'm going to get up on my soapbox today, but before I do, I want to be very clear that I know that what I'm about to talk about, I have done, I am guilty of, but I'm trying to do better with it. And I have a lot of issues with the way we communicate today and cell phones. And like I said, I am not innocent in this. I make my errors and I fall victim and prey to cell phone etiquette issues. But the one thing I wanted to talk about today was why I'm concerned that we're all making appointments to talk to each other. Let me explain. So I had a phone conversation with somebody the other day. She was trying to get in touch with somebody else that we both knew. And she said to me, well, I texted her and I asked her if she could talk. And I asked her, well, what about just picking up the phone and calling her? And so many times I get texts from people that, hey, Nikki, good to see you. I'm talking today about some of my cell phone the issues I have with how we communicate in cell phones. And I'm actually up on my soapbox, but I prefaced it by saying that, I'm not innocent here. I've done it. So the first thing I want to talk about today, and the only thing today is, so my friend called and said, I'm trying to reach so-and-so, and I keep texting her and asking her if she can talk. Well, why don't you just pick up the phone and call the person that you want to talk to? I think we're getting into, I know we're getting into this routine where we're asking people permission if we can call them. And I'm not sure exactly why it started, and I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But I believe that we're turning into a society that's worried we're going to bother people, worried we're going to interrupt people because our phones are with us constantly. And I don't know, I would love for people to weigh in on this topic, because what I feel, hey, Paul, I feel that if you want to talk to somebody, you pick up the phone and call them. And it's their choice whether they answer the phone or not. We're not bothering people if they choose not to answer the phone. If I'm in a meeting and Tracy, who just joined us on my live, if Tracy called me and I can't talk to Tracy, I'm not going to answer the phone. She's not bothering me. So I think we've started to tell ourselves this story that we have to check with somebody first and get permission to call them because we might bother them. And it's interesting because I'm in sales and I've been in sales my whole life. And there was a sales training at one of our stream business meetings that some of the leaders brought this guy, MJ Durkin, in to talk to us. And he actually talked about this topic. And I remember when he brought it up, he said, we need to be bolder. We need to stop asking permission to talk to people and just reach out to them. So my pet peeve of today, and I would love to understand it more, is my pet peeve is, if you want to talk to somebody, call them. If they're unavailable and if they can't talk, they can choose not to answer the phone. So it just confuses me. So Nikki is telling me she had the actual same conversation with somebody. And it's just, and there's somebody else in network marketing that we were talking about it. Let's just not set up an appointment to talk. How about you call me when you're available, and if we can meet up, we'll meet up. And obviously there's sometimes we need appointments, but if you want to call somebody, call them. So I'm giving you permission to call me. If I can talk, I'll answer. If I can't, I won't answer. So, weigh in, let me know what you think. But it's just it frustrated me that this person was not thinking about calling this other person, and they were waiting to hear back from them whether or not they were available to talk. I don't know if I'm coming across clear. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit today, but there have been, and I'll give you an example of what happened to me. There have been times where my phone is charging in my kitchen and I'm sitting in my office, and I go, and an hour before I check my phone, there's a message, somebody asking me, are you available to talk? And it's a shame, because if that person really needed to talk to me and they had called, I would have heard the phone ringing and I was available to talk. So I think we're getting a little bit caught up in always feeling like we have to set an appointment to talk to somebody. So pick up the phone today and call somebody you want to say hi to. And remember, they have a choice whether to answer the phone or not. So the story about, oh, I may be interrupting them, I may be bothering them, that's a story we're making up, because everybody has a choice of whether or not to answer the phone. All right, everybody. Now, if my phone starts ringing off the hook today, I might choose not to answer it. I'm only kidding. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And weigh in on the comments below, because I'd love to hear people's thoughts on cell phone etiquette and how cell phones are really impacting the way we communicate with each other. And I might be back tomorrow on my soapbox about another cell phone etiquette issue. And remember, I'm guilty of it all too. We're all just trying to figure it out. Bye. Nikki, thanks for weighing in here. I really appreciate it.